buried their nukes, the leaders of the 12 colonies promised we would never see war of that scale again. Peace would reign in our lifetime, and the lifetimes of our children. They could not have predicted the Cylon Rebellion less than 30 years later. The worst conflict in colonial history, and we are at a stalemate. No foothold gained that isn't lost again within weeks. The Jupiter project was supposed to be our ace in the hole, the largest, most powerful battlestars ever created. Each of the 12 colonies were promised one, in return for signing the Articles of Colonization. The first, Galactica, was Caprica's crowning glory. It went missing 2 weeks after deployment. Athena, the 5th ship to be completed, belongs to Pycon. We were days away from delivering it when we heard the news. Pycon's capital cities were devastated by Cylon assault fleets. Among them, our own colonial fleet headquarters. There was no chance to intervene. Command of Colonial Fleet has fallen to Rear Admiral Kane. Our mobile shipyard, Daedalus, has become the ad hoc fleet headquarters. As Kane's XO aboard Daedalus, you have been promoted to Operations Commander of the entire Colonial Fleet. Kane intends immediate retaliation for the attack on Pycon. The War Room awaits your arrival, Commander. Pycon's Battlestar is almost ready to deliver, but Sinan says it can't make an independent jump until the fuel lines have stabilized. Kane's orders are to jump Daedalus to Pycon with the Battlestar Athena attached ASAP. That means we have to clear the scouts here or risk telegraphing our movements to the entire Cylon fleet. I'll prep the deck crews for the jump while you deal with the toasters. Good hunting, Commander.
Our presence known in this war, Commander. I trust you won't need my instruction twice. Tell your ships to move full speed towards the enemy. Proceed when you're confident with your commands. Our ships use fire control systems to automatically target and fire on any hostiles that move within range. Turrets will be less accurate the smaller or further away their target is. You can access a ship's fire control and check on its firing solutions for yourself.
Yes, Commander.
Target acquisition is through. Give me manual controls now!
Sir, we've got a new Dratus contact. Dratus IFF confirms the contact is a Cylon corvette. Scanning for further intelligence.
These Cylon corvettes won't hold up to sustained fire. Focus your turrets on one side to punch through their armor and destroy the hull. These ships also have long-range guided munitions, useful for softening a target before closing in for the kill.
Target acquisition maintained.
Plating and taking a pounding, sir.
Commander, your ships don't seem to be performing as well as they should. They may have system damage that's been overlooked. Tell the engineering crews aboard those ships to hotfix what they can. I'll see to their comprehensive repair once you've finished with your engagement.
Yes, Commander. Yes, sir.
Keep your target locked and watch for clearance.
Subsystem repairs are complete.
We're gonna hammer the frackers till they can't get back up. Firing on target!
Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will.
All hostile contacts are down. We recorded a vid feed of the battle if the commander would like to replay the fleet's performance. Missions, Commander. But we still have work to do. Kane has got her stomping boots on. Started shelling out orders before she'd even finished sticking the admiral pin to her jacket. She's out to prove she's ready for the top job of colonial fleet. Can't feel good to earn that promotion off the back of your superior's bad luck. But we've all lost someone in this war, I guess. My sister was on Galactica before it disappeared. Pycon's government is blaming Kane for not delivering Athena earlier. Both she and Sinan won't be happy until we've delivered all 12 of the Jupiters to the colonies. Well, at least we'll get to see Athena clear out some toasters before we hand her over to Pycon. Daedalus is ready to jump on your command, sir. Fleet group is jumping in 3, 2, 1. Jump complete. Dratus contacts bearing 017, Karam 021.
Pycon and the rest of the 12 colonies are watching our every move, Commander. Some would see colonial fleet fail. Ensure we succeed.
No pressure, sir. No pressure at all.
Lifeless assets to needlessly throw at the enemy, Commander. Adjust a ship's posture to tailor the crew's tactics so that you can match whatever opposition you encounter. A defensive posture ensures the ship's defense-oriented subsystems are more efficient. Likewise, an aggressive posture will boost the ship's offensive capabilities at the expense of the ship's defenses.
Receiving word from Athena's CAG. Their alert Vipers are online and ready to return hostilities.
Squadrons to hit priority targets or defend any of our own capitals. You can recall a squadron back to its carrier if the situation begins to deteriorate.
Squadron target is confirmed. Manticore is taking damage.
By 76 clear for flat projection.
We're taking sustained fire!
Commander, I've asked Sinan if there is any way we can stop those Cylon tech ships from hacking our systems, but he's being stubborn.
We've already minimized onboard networking. Your firewall should keep them out for a while. Otherwise, take the subsystem offline for repairs if they cause too much damage.
Or you can rely on the tried and tested method of shooting the Cylons down before they get the chance. Battlestars are equipped to accommodate flak ammunition. Use this to zone out fighters and incoming munitions.
Yes, Commander. Understood.
Go, go, go!
PyCon Intel just confirmed that Admiral McKinley died in the attack on Fleet HQ. With Admiral Sarkis still missing aboard Galactica, Admiral Kane remains the commanding officer of Colonial Fleet.
McKinley was a good commander and a good soldier. We honor his memory today. So say we all.
So say we all.
No toast is gonna treat me like that.
Stratus is cold. All hostile contacts are cleared.
If you're finished playing with PyCon's toy, I believe it's time to hand Athena over to their defense ministry.
They've already been notified, Sinan. Commander, there's something else. We're having some difficulty with Daedalus's navigation computers. It'll be easier to explain from the war room. Commander, we have a problem. The Idris relay that we use to outsource our jump calculations is malfunctioning.
Malfunctioning. What's our effective jump distance?
It's difficult to estimate with just the onboard computers. The red line extends beyond Helios Alpha, but we'd probably need an intermediary jump to get anywhere significant outside of the system.
This is what an ambush looks like, Commander. Find us a way back to Helios Gamma immediately. I want Daedalus under the cover of Ragnar's clouds before the Cylons can attack.
Commander, we're going to need more ships. Sinan's taken up yards 1 and 2 for the Jupiter-class Battlestars, and we're only prepped to crunch Manticores right now.
The floor crews are changing their build priorities as we speak. There's no use having half-built Battlestars if we can't defend them.
Okay, we've got the Manticore hull underway, but let's push its fit out and training schedule forward. Your brand new Manticore is awaiting your orders, Commander. Sir, we suspect a satellite at Caprica Terminal may be the source of the Idris interference affecting our jump distance. I have the briefing packet ready. Fleet relies heavily on the Idris network. It provides access to accurate real-time locations and trajectory data of interstellar objects. The network is vital to our jump calculations. Without Idris, we can't tell if there's going to be a planet-sized inconvenience at the end of an FTL jump. We believe the Cylons are behind the interference of the Idris network and using the civilians at Caprica Terminal as a human shield. Caprica has granted us operational access to the terminal surrounds. Galactica is still MIA, so there will be no Battlestar to save the day if the Cylons do show up. To recap, we have to destroy every Cylon transmitter we find, restore the Idris relay, and jump back to Ragnar, all without causing a single civilian scratch. Just another day at the office, right, Commander? To jump in 3, 2, 1. Sir, Caprica Terminal has been locked down and local forces are en route to our position. Readings indicate there's definitely a bogus transmitter in the area.
Civilian lives are of value. Their property is not. Find and destroy any relay hijacked by the Cylons.
You heard her, Commander. Go blow up somebody's satellite.
The drill.
The satellite is destroyed. We can leave Helios Alpha, correct?
Not quite yet, Admiral. Idris data is still compromised. I've got another candidate for the source of the interference, however. Sir, new Dratus contacts. Terminal broadcast isn't expecting any arrivals, so we have to assume the jumpers are hostile. Interference is still in place, and it seems to be getting stronger. Commander, I have identified 2 more satellites showing potential interference.
Target acquisition approved. Give me manual controls now.
Squadron is taking fire.
Firing on target.
Keep your target locked and watch for clearance.
Navigation data is still compromised. They must have control of the entire Idris system by now.
Not to mention, we've destroyed more Caprican infrastructure in the last few minutes than the entire Cylon fleet could on a good day.
We've wasted enough time. Commander, remove the Cylon threat from Caprica Terminal before any more lives are put at risk.
got them now.
They're breaking. Push the line.
That got a little messy. Cleanup order received. Rally on me. They'll need more than that to take us down.
Admiral Kane, Caprican and Quorum representatives are on the line. They want to know about Colonial Fleet's involvement at Caprica Terminal.
Divert the calls to my office, Lieutenant. And get us out of Helios Alpha, Commander, before I am forced to ground the Daedalus for good.
Before we go venturing into the cold unknown, might I suggest we update our fleet a little? I can draw up all the plans you want, but you will still need the cooperation of the colonies to turn raw materials and blueprints into a living, breathing crew aboard an operational ship. Luckily for you, Lucinda Kane is persuasive. Her recent display of force has provided us the requisitioning power needed for my Adamant-class frigates. We may as well be well defended, whatever it is you're dragging us into.
Colony halfway between Alpha and Gamma that isn't registering much activity. It should be a relatively safe jump. As long as we're careful with our data, we can take the Daedalus from there to Gamma and back home to Ragnar, hopefully without collecting any moons along the way. Detected a Cylon escort fleet, sir. Is jumping in 3, 2, 1. Multiple contacts on Dratus, sir. Records show there hasn't been a Tauran presence out here since the war first broke. We can safely assume any Dratus contacts out there are hostile. Blast us away home, Commander. Yes, sir. Commander, multiple new Dratus contacts.
It appears someone really doesn't want us leaving Helios Alpha.
Understood.
Firing solution.
Missiles incoming! All Dratus contacts are clear. We are go to jump to Helios Gamma, sir.
I'll sleep better when I can see the Ragnar clouds again. I don't think I've had more than 4 hours of rack time since PyCon.
We aren't safe yet. I want the Daedalus in Helios Gamma before we're attacked again.
Yes, Admiral. FTL drives are spooling. Commander, we'll jump on your word.
At Pycon and Caprica is unacceptable. If we're to get a handle on this war, we need offensive forces out there actively repelling these Cylon incursions. Commander, small strike groups may suffice for scouting, but to defend the colonies, we require full capital fleet groups led by officers of colonial fleet. I recommend you recruit experienced officers to provide strategic oversight to our fleets.
Sir, one of McKinley's officers survived the attack on Pycon. We could recruit them to help aboard Daedalus. Once an officer has been recruited, they need to be assigned to the fleet group they will oversee.
This officer is experienced enough to be promoted. Hand them their new badge, Commander. As they become more experienced, officers can choose to focus on fleet-wide tactics or bolster the strength of their personal flagship. The presence of a colonial fleet officer at a colony will encourage the local government to pay their Tilium stipend. We didn't create the articles just to have them ignored. Commander, it is your job to keep the Daedalus well-resourced and the 12 colonies defended. I have other business to attend to. Lieutenant Agathon will brief you when I have further commands.
We have a new mission, Commander. I've tracked down some of the phantom frequencies we keep bumping into in this system. Surprise, surprise, there's Cylons involved. I've sent you the coordinates to the encoded network they're using. To jump in 3, 2, 1. Cylon satellite network confirmed. The faster we take it out, the less likely we'll see more reinforcements out here.
Prepare base for Cat. There'll be Mark 1 eyeball and smoke. That got a little messy.
Manticore is taking damage.
They're breaking. Push the line.
Cleanup order received. Rally on me.
Dark. Good job, Commander. You've bought us some extra time. Turns out Kane and Sinan have a little side project going on with the Scorpia shipyards. Mark II variants of the Viper fighter. The Admiral is after a good news story after what happened at Caprica Terminal. Something to boost confidence in Colonial Fleet and keep the funding rolling in.
Don't implicate me in Lucinda's spending spree. She still has 7 colonies waiting for their Jupiters.
Anyway, the Scorpia shipyards could use some relief. As a primary manufacturer for many of the colony militaries, they're under constant harassment from Cylon forces. Sir, Kane wants Daedalus at Scorpia to double the workshop capacity for the first batch of Mark II Vipers. I'll have the FTL drives spun up and ready for your jump command. group is jumping in 3, 2, 1. Multiple Dratus contacts, Commander. Scorpion Intel has already confirmed hostile bogies.
I knew they were under pressure out here, but this is the worst I've seen the Scorpion shipyards. Incredible they can get anything done under these conditions.
Launching alert Vipers. Understood. Missiles incoming! Commander, I'm seeing hostile contacts not engaged in the fighting. They appear to be scouting the Scorpio fleet's wreckages.
They'll be scavenging for ammunition. Destroy the wreckages before the Cylons can turn our own slugs against us, Commander.
Commander, a word? I don't often have the luxury of investigating field damage. A few moments of footage before you destroy those hulls could provide invaluable data.
Switching gun to manual. It's a hell of a storm, sir.
I gave you an order.
Sir, the commander was following up on a request from Sinan for damage reports before.
Mr. Quaid is not in command of this fleet, Lieutenant. Destroy those wreckages now.
Subsystem repairs are complete. Squadron has gone dark. What the frack? Commander, all hostiles are disengaging. Admiral Kane isn't happy with us. But at least we stopped the Cylons from salvaging any more ammo from those Scorpion ships.
Lucinda is becoming rash in her decisions. That was valuable data we could have used. She forgets she must prove the stability of Colonial fleet to the Quorum.
Well, if the Cylons keep running away, maybe you can finally finish building those Jupiters. And build us one while you're at it. We could do with the firepower. Right, Commander? The Cylons are targeting an orbital Tilium refinery. Go make sure we aren't stranded out here without fuel. The Cylons are targeting an orbital Tilium refinery. Go make sure we aren't stranded out here without fuel. Hostile Dratus contacts all over the refinery, and there's no local forces present. You'd better hurry, Commander. Launching fighters. So say we all.
Greatest monster tag.
Escort clearance zone is active.
Yes, sir. Hostile unit identified.
Set secondary battery. Full attack mode.
Missiles incoming! IFF confirms unit is hostile. Fighter squadron is taking fire. Understood. On it, Commander.
Target acquisition is through. Give me manual controls now.
No toaster's gonna do me like that. Not today.
We've got them now.
That got a little messy.
All marks are down and the refinery is still online. We'll be flying a little while longer. Cylon escort group has been detected. Commander, we've received an unusual request from the Aquarian Science Forum. There's a colonial ship in orbit they want removed. The research vessel was working on a new plating repair technology. The project got Cylon interest, and the research group was forced to abandon the asset and its crew. There hasn't been much Cylon activity in the area other than that. However, Aquaria wants both Cylon and colonial fleet presence minimized while they prepare for the Kairos Summerfest. The forum said we can take the ship and any tech we find on it, as long as we take the Cylons with us. Whether it's actually theirs to give away is another matter. Detected a Cylon strike fleet, sir. Jump complete. Hostile Dratus marks already on the board. The research ship is responding and active.
It's peculiar to see a Vardmodia ship so far from home. Their drone technology isn't so radical that they'd need help from the Aquarians.
It's possible that was just a front. Maybe some rogue techs looking for refuge before the Quorum passes its AI ban.
I don't think so. In that regard, Vergis has more to be concerned about than these folks. They're drone enthusiasts at best. More interested in actuators than processors.
Either way. Commander, proceed as planned. This may be a rare lucrative day for Colonial Fleet.
Launching fighters. Hostile unit identified. Fighter squadron is taking fire. Commander, multiple new Dratus contacts. On it, Commander. Yes, Commander. Adamant is taking damage. Friendly unit is down.
Incoming!
Adjusting shot by .06. Fire!
We're taking fire!
Escort clearance zone intact. Priority 1 is in safe hands.
Escort priority 1, still online.
All hostile marks are down. Celestra is secured and preparing to be boarded. Commander, Admiral, while we were anchored at Aquaria, Sinan came across some disturbing intelligence about one of our allies.
We finished debriefing the Celestra just a little while ago. Although the project was Tauran-owned, most of the crew is Canceran. Mostly engineers and deckhands working off family prison debts. Their opinions on Canceran's prison systems were scathing at best. One man insisted his uncle had been abducted by Cylons, herded out of the complex with a dozen other inmates, while the guards just stood by and watched. It didn't sound like an isolated incident either.
We've received no formal requests from the Canceran government to respond to these Cylon incursions. But I have tracked Cylon IFFs to at least one station, with no hostile engagements publicly recorded by authorities.
That is reason enough to warrant a closer look. Commander, get a fleet to Canceran to investigate the prison station. I'll deal with any politicians on the ground as needed.
jumping in 3, 2, 1. I have security forces stranded and hailing on distress channels. Multiple hostiles on the board, including one at the prison station.
Any word from inside the station?
None. The stranded security team has confirmed that the perimeter minefield is compromised and dangerous.
Commander, neutralize enough of the minefield so that we can get our Marines on that station. And let me know when the Canceran Parliament decides to wake up and do their job.
Yes, Commander. Adamant is taking damage.
Reloading. Marines to airlock Beta and Delta.
Sir, Canceran Defense and Interior is on the line.
Well, that didn't take long.
You are far from home, Colonial Fleet. I expect this is a friendly visit. Unless there is another good reason to breach Canceran orbit with your warships.
Minister Winutu, we are cooperating with local security to investigate a Cylon presence as yet unreported by your department. Unless Canceran has objections to the 4th and 7th articles, we will proceed with our operation.
Yes, Commander. Marines are on station and engaging with Centurions. Inmates and security personnel are displaced, but mostly unharmed.
Admiral Kane, I insist. We do not need the help of Colonial Fleet with internal security matters. Canceran law enforcement is en route to the station as we speak.
This is clearly a wartime engagement with hostile forces. We will not turn around and leave colonial citizens to be killed.
I expect you to act in accordance with your articles, Admiral. And as yet, no branch of Canceran government has formally asked for your help.
Minister Winnetou, surely you understand how this looks to Colonial Fleet. I appreciate there is a sensitivity regarding these facilities, but this is not the time for political jousting.
Ah, Mr. Quaid. I did not realize you were still indentured to the Capricorns. Very well. Do as you must. We will clean up whatever mess Colonial Fleet leaves in its wake. At their expense, of course.
Incoming! Nothing but the rain.
Target is 45534.
Adamant is taking damage.
Cleanup order received. Rally on.
Daedalus is taking damage.
That's right. That got a little messy.
Subsystem repairs are complete. All hostile marks are down, and the prison compound is secured.
You appear to have an agreeable impact on the minister's decision-making, Sinan. There's some history there, I assume?
Merely professional courtesy. I've worked for Shashenka in the past. She is as ambitious as she is morally productive. I'm surprised you don't get along with her better, Lucinda.
Sir, information on the chemical attacks are still incoming, but response teams estimate thousands of victims. Reports confirm most are non-fatal, which seems worse, somehow. Kane's agreed to provide an escort for a Pycon Medical Corps attachment out of Helios Alpha. But it's your problem to figure out how to get them there. Her words, not mine. Sagittarian hasn't lifted their border embargo since the attack. At this stage, we've only got permission to take Dr. Cottle and his team to Erelon. Escort group is engaging hostiles. To jump in 3, 2, 1. Multiple Dratus contacts bearing 014, Karam 002.
I presume this won't inconvenience your big warships too much?
Don't worry, Doc. We'll get you over into Erelon airspace as soon as your FTL drives are recharged.
That's not what concerns me.
Squadron target is confirmed. IFF confirms unit is hostile.
Incoming! Adjusting shot by...
Fighter squadron is taking fire.
Sustained incoming, Vector 4-5. Reloading.
Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire.
Missiles incoming. Yes, Commander. Understood. Squadron has gone dark. Adamant is taking damage. Additional Dratus contacts, sir. Bearing on the transports. Commander, transports 2 and 3 have jumped to Pycon. Cottle's transport hasn't jumped.
Tell your commander my ship is ready to be escorted to Sagittarian.
You know we can't take you there. The Sagittarian border embargo is still in place. The whole planet is off limits to Colonial Fleet.
You have your duty, and I have mine. You can let yours get in the way of helping innocent victims, children, goddammit, or you can take me to Sagittarion and let me do my job.
Even if Kane agrees, we have to clear the Cylons first. If they see us jump now with Coddle, they're going to realize we're taking him to Sagittarion.
We're taking fire!
Break! 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 Order received to clean up and de-escalate.
Sir, contact zone is clear. Can also confirm PyCon medical teams 2 and 3 have hit dirt.
Inform Lieutenant Cottle that I won't break Sagittarion's embargo for his personal crusade. And Commander, that is the last time I'll hear you taking orders from an inferior officer.
Government overthrown by a Caprican-backed coup. Their military forced to fight enemies they didn't make. Oh, I can't imagine why they don't leave the welcome mat out for colonial fleet.
About that, I think I have an idea. Chatter amongst Coddle's crew says they still can't pin down exactly what the Cylons used in these attacks. I think the Cylons explicitly targeted Sagittarion because they expect colonial fleet to hesitate before breaking the embargo. They won't expect a quick retaliation. Adjunct ruling on a confiscation operation made it through Quorum 20 minutes ago. We've got the green light from Kane to enter Sagittarian space to retrieve samples of the chemicals used in the attacks. All we've got to do now is jump inside the Sagittarian border, hijack the Cylon chemical weapons, and get out before we cause a political disaster. Easy. One. Jump complete, sir. We've got the drop on multiple contacts.
The shape of that hull implies missile tubes with similar capacity to colonial cruisers. Cylon ships capable of orbital bombardment? Commander, if you're looking for the culprit, I believe these are the ships behind the chemical attacks.
Sir, I recommend we get on with the mission before the Sagittarians realize we're here.
Adjusting shot by .06. Fire!
Reloading!
On it, Commander. Yes, Commander. Squadron target is confirmed. IFF confirms unit is hostile.
Optimizing firing solution.
Multiple Tratus contacts. CBDR with our position. Incoming broadcast.
Colonial fleet, you are trespassing in sovereign Sagittarian space. Desist and leave immediately.
Sagittarian vessel. This is Lieutenant Agathon of Colonial Fleet. We are here on behalf of the Quorum to disarm and confiscate Cylon chemical munitions.
The Sagittarian Democratic Union does not recognize the Articles nor the puppet government installed by the Caprican hegemony. Leave Sagittarian, or be turned away forcefully.
This is bigger than some political squabble, you ass. There are people down there that need urgent medical assistance. Your people.
Enough! Commander, if the Sagittarians fire on colonial fleet forces, give them a traitor's sentence.
Gun to manual.
No coach is gonna do me like that. Not today.
Prepare base for catch. There'll be Mark 1 eyeball any moment.
Colossal waste of human life. At this rate, we will win the Cylon Rebellion for them.
The view from that moral high ground looking pretty good this time of year, Doc?
Keep your sarcasm, but I quit the smoking. No need to make the Cylons' job any easier than we already are. I'll take my leave now, Commander. There'll be a bunch of ungrateful Sagittarians alive tomorrow who wouldn't have been otherwise. Could have been more if there weren't so many damn cowboys out here putting their politics before their people. But we do our best with what we're given.
Cottle's preparing to jump his team, Commander. We should leave before more Sagittarian militia show up and start asking questions. We suspect the President's plan to pass through here was leaked. His security advisor was on his way to a routine inspection and was blindsided by a Cylon fleet in the area. We don't know if the Cylon interference is coincidence or if they were tipped off. Either way, the President has insisted that his advisor's safety is our highest priority. To jump in 3, 2, 1. Hostile marks all over the station. No response from inside. We should get our Marines in there as soon as possible. Launching fighters. Hostile forces inside and out have been neutralized. The security entourage is injured but safe. Maybe this will get Kane the presidential FaceTime she's been angling for. This shipping hub has been converted into a staging area for atmospheric invasion teams. Taking it out will be a big old kick in the logistics for Cylon Command in this system. Prepare to jump in 3, 2, 1. Andreas contact. Objective marker is active. Launching fighters. Yes, Commander.
That's what you get, frackers.
Objective has been destroyed. That should slow the toasters down a bit. Might want to tidy your desk there, Commander. Kane is bringing an unexpected guest to the CIC.
And this is the Executive Operations of Colonial Fleet. Commander, this is Prince Stefan, Duke of Hadrian, of the royal family of Vergon.
Just Stefan. There's a time and a place for pleasantries. The middle of a spiraling war is not one of them. So, straight to business. Vergon intelligence suspects an attack on the Leonid V-Day celebration. We trust our sources, but they have not yet gathered specifics on how the attack will proceed. My personally being here should imprint upon you the severity of our concerns. Vergon saboteurs will be blamed, and the Coran Alliance will deviate into squabbling and infight. We require the impartiality of Colonial Fleet to intervene on Vergon's behalf.
Commander, you will send an investigative force to monitor the event. Be prepared for anything. The last thing we need right now is a diplomatic fiasco with the 12 colonies watching.
Detected a Cylon strike fleet, sir. Jump complete. Plenty of civilian marks, no hostiles showing Andreas. I've got Leonis officials asking why we're here, but nothing else out of the ordinary. Launching alert Vipers. What's with the scrap heaps? I thought this event was supposed to be fancy.
Don't besmirch history, Helena. Those hulls have survived more action than any other ship still flying.
Jaina's cruisers were prolific during the Imperial Wars. I served aboard one myself for a small time. 'Tis a strange choice for a memorial centerpiece, however.
We don't make them like that anymore. Would have taken a nuke to get through that many layers of armor.
Unfortunately, they were plentiful back then as well.
Sir, the Leonid cruisers have launched munitions. I thought they were supposed to be decommissioned.
Commander, move the fleet to intervene and protect those civilians.
Admiral, I cannot allow you to destroy those cruisers.
With all due respect, Your Highness, that is not your call to make.
Whoever planned this intends to sow discord in Helios Beta and the Quorum. We will need those ships as evidence to exonerate Vergon of any suspicion.
He's not wrong. There's no reason for decommissioned cruisers to have any supply of live munitions on board. The Cylons, if it is them behind it, have had help in setting up this ambush.
Multiple Dratus contacts, all hostile, constant bearing on our position. I don't think they're happy to see us here.
Reloading.
Hostile marks are dark. Disarmament teams are suiting up to deactivate the cruisers.
Commendably handled, Commander. You have the gratitude of myself and the First Family of Vergon. I must do not understand the Quorum's ambivalence towards this team.
The Cylon are everyone's problem, Your Highness. Colonial fleet is supposed to act as the right arm of the 12 colonies. If we don't have the consistent, unanimous support of all its members...
I understand your concern, Admiral. I feel we should discuss Colonial Fleet's requirements sooner rather than later. To your office, then.
Cylon forces have been roaming this colony's border. No civilians are present, so maximum force is encouraged. Dratus contacts. All marks are hostile. Launching Raptors. Yes, sir.
So say we all.
Escort clearance zone is active.
Escort priority 1 still online.
No, wouldn't be like that. Not today.
Order received. Clean up and de-escalate. Stop it now.
That's what you get, Raptor.
All contacts down. Good job, Commander. A high-level Leonis diplomat has been ambushed by monotheist sympathizers and requires extraction. Rendezvous point established. Objective is waiting for arrival of evac.
We're gonna hammer these frackers so they can't...
Fighter squadron is taking fire.
Firing solution is online.
Target is 62 by 99.
Missiles incoming! Civilian ship is being attacked. Missile tubes prepped. core is taking damage. Hostile unit identified.
They'll need more than that to take us down.
No posters.
Missiles incoming! Commander, multiple new Dratus contacts.
That's what you get, scratches.
Objective is safe. Well done, Commander. We've got a top priority mission, Commander, from the President himself. Engineers on Aquaria have finished work on some Cylon tracker software, and we need to get it onto a live target. Line. Let's get to work, Commander. Artemis is taking damage.
They're giving us the hell of a storm, sir.
Understood. On it, Commander.
Actual sets to pop up and prepare for extraction. Good day.
All hostile marks are down, and the network is secured. Unsurprisingly, Sherman Cottle contacted us as soon as Kane left Daedalus for Libran. He left us this message.
Agathon, I know you'll get this into the right hands. Sagittarion is a dump, but the people here need our help, whether they'll admit it or not. I'll get straight to the point. I need medicine, and I need the data on those chemical warheads you promised me. Without those, I got nothing to work with down here. Sometime before the attack on Pycon, we also lost a backwater shipping hub over Persephone. Among other things, the medical corps had a decent supply of field kits stored there. We weren't getting the station back once HQ was leveled, so we wrote the whole inventory off and moved on. If you can liberate those field kits, we know some Canceran smugglers who can get them through the embargo border. I know how this sounds. Just do the right thing for these root-sucking rock farmers, all right?
Okay, let's say we ignore that he's getting friendly with smugglers and lords know who else down there. All Cottle is asking is for us to clear the Cylons from the Persephone station and secure medical supplies for injured civilians. That's reasonable, right? We can work with that. 2, 1. Jump complete. There's hostile marks all over the station, just like Cottle said there'd be.
No wonder the Quorum is questioning Colonial Fleet's integrity. As soon as Lucinda leaves the station, you both go plotting some absurd heist on the whims of some rogue army medic.
We're securing a logistical asset from Cylon forces. Be a team player, Sinan.
It's not my loyalty that's being debated at the intercolonial courts.
Understood. Yes, Commander. Missiles incoming! Manticore is taking damage. Dratus contacts. Marks are confirmed hostile. Boarding party has landed on the station. Not much in the way of resistance, but most of the station has been locked down by the automated systems.
It's likely the Corps kept their inventory in the vaults, close to the shipping lanes. Tell your Marines they can use breach charges from the floor below to bypass the vault doors, if necessary.
Decided to join in, huh?
Just being a team player, apparently.
Optimizing firing solution.
Get him, get him, get him!
Marines have samples from the Cylon warheads. All marks are cleared for elimination. Understood.
Sustained incoming. Sector 2-3.
Yes, sir. Daedalus is under attack. Missiles incoming!
Nothing but the race.
On it, Commander.
Reaching. Bingo fuel.
The raid teams have secured both the warhead samples and the field kits. I'll have the Raptor Squadron get ready to make the dead drop with the Cancerins.
So no one is going to talk about the Doctor's recent choice in friends.
I trust Cottle's judgment to do the right thing, just like I trust yours. I'm sure we wouldn't approve of all of your past crimes either. It's your judgment that we rely on, not your history. This is not great. An anti-Caprican alternative news team is broadcasting their live feed after bumbling into a known Cylon patrol. Given the option, Kane would rather leave them out there. Otherwise, I might be able to wrangle a counter-story if you can find me an officer who isn't shy of a few cameras. Cylon escort group has been detected. Jump in 3, 2, 1. The stream is still up and broadcasting. You've got the 12 colonies watching, Commander. No pressure. On it, Commander. Launching fighters. Fighter squadron is taking fire. IFF confirms unit is hostile. Missiles incoming! IFF confirms unit is hostile.
That got a little messy.
Sir, one of our agents on Sagittarian has uncovered an SDU plan to attack the intercolonial courts on Libran. They're planning to attack the courts while Admiral Kane is swearing in. before her testimony about the fight with the Sagittarian militia. Marcus Thune, an officer of the Sagittarian Democratic Union, will be leading the SDU's atmospheric entry personally. We've estimated their insertion point, and the Librans have scrambled domestic Air Force patrols. Kane doesn't want the Sagittarians to even taste atmosphere. Our mission is to intercept their FTL landing point and eliminate all resistance. In 3, 2, 1. No Dratus contact at Mark, and Libran channels are quiet. The SDU aren't here yet, sir. I've marked the militia's expected landing point. We've earned some time to prepare an ambush, Commander. Launching sweepers. On it, Commander. Kane's being grilled about the engagement at Sagittaron. Did they expect us not to defend ourselves? We were there to help them.
I'm sure the families of the Sagittarians killed are grateful for your help.
They attacked Colonial Fleet ships while Cylons were present.
One enemy looks the same as another on the battlefield. To the SDU, we're no different than the Cylons.
Dratus contact. SDU units confirmed.
We meet again, Commander. You think you could shield Lucinda Kane as she propagates the lies about her attack on Sagittarian? Come, sisters and brothers. This is our time to shatter the alliance of Caprican tyranny.
Sherman Cottle was right. We're fighting the Cylons' rebellion for them.
Understood. Missiles incoming! IFF confirms unit is hostile.
We've been through worse.
IFF confirms unit is hostile. Adamant is taking damage.
Gonna hammer the trackers till they can't get back up.
Nothing but the rain.
Yes, sir. Taking damage.
Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will.
Friendly unit is down. Yes, sir. Large Dratus contact. Unless they found themselves an abandoned Battlestar, I don't think it belongs to the SDU.
Humans killing humans. This is unexpected.
Cylon voice modulator. Sophisticated, too. Most likely transmitting from the bridge of a base star.
Commander, the bogey has the drop on the fleet group's position. Whoever it is, they've left their broadcast channel open. Yes, sir. Adamant is taking damage.
Now.
Daedalus is taking damage.
It becomes evident that you are nothing more than Kane's knife bearer, Commander. Ever eager to act outside the legalities of warfare.
We are Colonial Fleet. We represent the highest military authority of the collected colonies.
Yet here you are, supervising the murder of Sagittarian civilians. The executioner's face is always well hidden. Admiral Kane understands what is required for her continued survival. Do you?
Daedalus is under attack. Daedalus is taking damage. Adamant is taking damage.
Got a little messy. We've got them now.
SDU marks are down, and the Cylon broadcaster is no longer in range. Fleet group set to condition 2. Surely this proves we're not the bad guys here.
Lucinda is resourceful. She'll come out of the hearings in a better position than when she went in.
Gods, I hope so. We can't have anyone thinking that we could work with the Cylons. This Aquarian research station has been under Cylon surveillance for a while now. Despite that, the scientists have been working out here for years and are refusing to leave. Clear out the Cylon spies before they change their mind and decide to blow it all up. Prepare to jump in 3, 2, 1. Hostile Dratus contacts all over the station and no local forces present. Go be a hero, Commander. Launching Raptors. Missiles incoming!
Fire.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
I need flux reloads now.
Incoming!
Online. Good work, Commander. Cylon forces have been interfering with travelers between the colonies. No civilians are currently present, so maximum force is encouraged. To jump in 3, 2, 1. Dratus contact. Marks are hostile. Yes, sir. Launching Raptors.
I hate the quiet before the first shot. Got them now.
All contacts are down. Good job, Commander. Kane was livid in the last message she left for us. I'll save you the pain of sitting through it yourself. This exchange from one of her quorum hearings will better explain our position.
Colonial fleet's continued breaches on the Sagittarian border cannot be left unchallenged. We agreed to an alliance of federal representation, but not at the expense of our individual sovereignties.
Sashenka, you and I both know that no one else would dilute their own fleet for a colony that would not defend itself. I agree that the Border Patrol must be reinstated, but until someone else volunteers, that responsibility must fall to Colonial Fleet.
They broke the embargo to begin. Colonial Fleet is blundering their way through their own war. They are categorically unfit to police domestic legislation.
It is the only option available for now. Give the Quorum time to find another solution. In the meantime, Admiral Kane's team can prove the integrity of Colonial Fleet to us all.
Dratus contact. Hostile IFFs have jumped near the fleet's patrol route, Commander.
Colonial Fleet, of all the empty patches of space. Feels like no matter where I turn, there you are, standing over us.
We're here on quorum business, enforcing the border you made us break.
A prisoner cannot force their guard to do anything they didn't already want to do, Lieutenant.
Dratus contacts. IFF confirms only one is non-hostile with a civilian transponder.
A freighter with an unregistered military escort. As long as they remain on this side of the border, we should send Marines to investigate.
Marines have boarded the freighter. It belongs to a Canceran shell corporation. The cargo manifests show food, sanitation kits, filtration systems. We have to let this through, right?
Is colonial fleet now the arbiter of basic human needs? My people starve and sleep in their own filth, while the Capricans pat themselves on the back over how generous they've been. But don't you worry, Commander. We have friends in high places too. People who will share their dignity with us when our own government won't. You just need to turn a blind eye here, and no one will ever know.
He set this whole thing up. Either the SDU breached their embargo right under our noses, or we have another confrontation inside of Sagittarian space.
All while someone from Canceran abets the whole thing. I don't doubt the actual delivery Thune wants us to see are those warships.
More Dratus contacts have appeared inside of the embargo zone. IFFs are mixed. Emergency hail incoming.
Commander, that had better be you out there. These SDU jackasses aren't taking kindly to my leaving, or that we've stolen their ship to do so.
The radicals on that ship are not your friends, Sherman. All they aspire for is for Kane's meat grinder.
I'm just looking for a way off your backwards rock. Anything else these kids do out here is on you. Don't act so surprised they've decided to shoot back at the guy who taught them how.
Your revolutionaries are naive. They don't know the devil they want to deal with. I thought you understood better than them.
The embargo border has been broken. SDU units are weapons-free. Action stations!
Sustained incoming. Vector 1-6.
That's for clearance zone is active.
Placing intake for housing, sir.
Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual control now.
Adjusting shot. .06. Fire!
The Canceran crew on the freighter have been detained for questioning.
There aren't that many colonies that could back-channel this many hulls. I would bet on Pythia's tomb these ships came from somewhere within Winutu's complex. If not the minister herself.
We've all heard the rumors, right? No one doubts that Canceran used to offload discounted hulls to Tauran and Sagittarian rebels. Do we really believe a profiteer like Winutu wouldn't continue to do so during wartime?
Unless either of you have hard evidence, that's not an accusation I'm willing to make. Commander, you'll have my report for Kane and the Quorum within the hour. Cylons have ambushed a colonial diplomat caught meeting with a supposed political rival. My sources in the press corps say no one even knew these two were friendly, let alone meeting. Officially, the quorum says this is an unfortunate turn of events. Off the record, we're looking at a textbook case of back-channeling gone bad. Whatever the politics, we still have a distress hail to answer. Cylon's strike group has been detected. Battlestar group is engaging hostiles. One. Greatest contact. Objective marker is active. On it, Commander. Launching sweepers. All marks are down, and the diplomat is already asking for immunity. It's probably best we just take them back home and stay clear of whatever they were doing out here. Commander, we have a new request from His Highness Prince Stefan. Kane has greenlit the operation, as a favor to the First Family, I guess. One of Vergon's old data facilities has been contested by Cylon forces. They don't want their station back, but they do want an escort for their data exfil team. The facility has files that date back to the cold start of the Imperial Wars. Due to his clearance access, Prince Stefan will join us to oversee Vergon's part in the operation. Who knows? We might end up handling state secrets that even Kane doesn't know about. Base star group has been detected. Group is jumping in 3, 2, 1. Hostile marks present at the LZ. The Vergon tech team is on standby.
Commander, I must insist that no harm comes to my team. The data is not as important as their lives. I trust your judgment to pull back if resistance is overwhelming.
Good to hear someone putting human value above operational cost around here for once.
Down. What the frack? There was no matching launch by the Cylons. The detonation came from inside the station.
My gods, a nuclear explosion.
Sacrifices have been made. A greater good must prevail after today.
You intentionally nuked your own people for political gain.
They were privileged to choose their time and to know it had meaning. pray that the rest of us get the opportunity to do the same. By tomorrow, Lucinda Kane will have the undivided attention of every delegate in the quorum. Each one will concede to her demands, and they will lift the nuclear prohibition. Colonial fleet will no longer be toothless in its fight against the Cylon.
Not just to the people you killed, but to all of us. Just because you wanted the bigger bomb.
Young man, I have witnessed soldiers left behind battlefields of their own, only to drag themselves home by the stumps of their fingers. Widows and orphans whom, after unspeakable acts of cruelty, still piece together a semblance of their old lives. The Cylons will never allow us the privilege of such second chances. Their rebellion must be quashed beyond all reasonable doubt, lest they do the same to us.
We need to help deal with SDU militia forces outside of Sagittarion. Go give them a lesson in diplomacy. Cylon escort group has been detected. Set condition 1 throughout the station. Fleet group, Daedalus is under attack. IFF confirms SDU forces. Green light to engage. Yes, sir. Understood. Hostile unit identified. Fighter squadron is taking fire.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
We suspect the president's plan to pass through here was leaked. His security advisor was on his way to a routine inspection and was blindsided by a Cylon fleet in the area. We don't know if the Cylon interference is coincidence or if they were tipped off. Either way, the president has insisted that his advisor's safety is our highest priority. Hostile marks all over the station. No response from inside. We should get our Marines in there as soon as possible. Yes, sir.
Firing on target.
The fighter squadron is taking fire. Hostile unit identified. Squadron has gone dark.
Order received. Clean up and de-escalate.
Hostile forces inside and out have been neutralized. The security entourage is injured but safe. Maybe this will get Kane the presidential FaceTime she's been angling for. The nuclear tests are a public declaration by Cylon's standards, and the message is simple. They have thermonuclear warheads. Colonial fleet was days away from being dismantled by the intercolonial courts. Now, on the back of a nuclear threat, Kane has the ear of every single seat in the quorum. Vergon has provided a large quantity of nuclear material to colonial fleet, on the condition that no one asks why they hadn't disposed of it yet. Our orders are to escort it to the labs at Aquaria and, whether we like it or not, restart their nuclear program. This is serious, Commander. We screw this up, the Cylons have the means to wipe out the entire 12 colonies without any chance of retaliation. Group is jumping in 3, 2, 1. Jump successful. Cylon Dratus contacts already present at the landing zone, Commander. Freighters 1 and 2 are both accounted for. We need to clear the blockade so the Vergon pilots can make atmospheric entry. Launching alert Vipers. Yes, Commander. Yes, sir.
Get every gun ready and bearing on the hostile.
Escort clearance zone is active.
By design, mass detonation devices require 2 entities to arm. Commander, has it not occurred to you that the concept of nuclear testing was manufactured solely to inspire this very reaction?
Rot in hell, robot!
By your command.
Understood. Hostile unit identified. Fighter squadron is taking fire. Hostile unit identified. This is taking damage.
Reloading.
Missiles incoming!
We're taking...
Missiles incoming! Minerva is taking damage. Understood. Minerva is taking damage.
They're giving us a hell of a storm, sir.
Squadron has gone dark. Yes, sir. So say we all. So say we all.
Updated. Target acquisition maintained.
Reaching bingo fuel.
Yes, sir. Dratus is clean. Freighters 1 and 2 are clear to begin descent.
There is something you should understand, Commander. At every juncture, the Cylon people remain at the whim of human endeavor. You build your ships and your guns, and we respond in kind. Now you insist on nuclear weaponry. After today, so shall we.
Sounds scared.
I am Klothos, and we should all be scared of what stirs, shipbuilder.
Comms channel is dead. Commander, I don't know who or what that was. We have to tell Kane about this, don't we?
Not my place to tell you people how to do your jobs, but she will find out, one way or the other.
I've tracked down some of the phantom frequencies we keep bumping into in this system. Surprise, surprise, there's Cylons involved. I've sent you the coordinates to the encoded network they're using. Cylon satellite network confirmed. The faster we take it out, the less likely we'll see more reinforcements out here. Fighter squadron is taking fire. Hostile unit identified.
Nothing but the rain.
Missiles incoming! Minotaur is taking damage. IFF confirms unit is hostile. So say we all. Minotaur is taking damage.
Start it now. That's right, Order received to clean up and de-escalate.
The network is dark. Good job, Commander. You've bought us some extra time. A deep fissure in the Jory mining colony is destabilizing the whole station. Although it's shown no signs of trouble before, the stress fractures are escalating quickly. Kane has given us the green light to use Daedalus as a first response unit. We have over 60,000 people to move, and an unknown amount of time to do it in.
This is absurd. Surely Lucinda does not mean for you to endanger Daedalus at ground zero. It's a disaster in progress.
We can't risk waiting for the colonies to mobilize their fleets. Anyway, that would just be a logistical nightmare. Kane has already greenlit the operation, so get on board or get out of the way. To jump in 3, 2, 1. Frack! All of our systems are fried. The entire fleet is dead in the water.
I'm not above saying that I warned you all.
Sinan, can you let a single moment pass without some smug comment about how everyone else is wrong and...
Not to interrupt your little powwow, but your wireless is flashing.
I'm glad you picked up, Commander. I wanted you to know that I came personally to see you off. It's unfortunate that Admiral Kane isn't with you. But if I can't get to the head, at least I can cut off the right arm. Weapons free! For the Democratic Union! For Sagittaron!
Launching Raptors.
Get every gun ready and bearing on the hostiles.
Watch your interval.
I still don't understand how they knocked out all of our systems so quickly.
Electromagnetic pulse mines. The revolutionaries that rescued me had planned to use them against the Cylons. It appears Marcus has co-opted them for his own use.
You shouldn't have left us, Sherman. The tides are turning, slowly but surely. Caprica will burn.
As will this colony if you don't get out of the way.
Missiles incoming! Multiple Dratus marks. Can't confirm IFF. Assuming hostile.
More SDU come to mop us up.
What the frack are the toasters doing here? Don't let them interfere. These traitors die today.
Commander, the Cylons are weapons-free and attacking the SDU forces. We might still get out of this.
I don't think I've ever been happier to hear Dratus blips confirmed as Cylons.
That's secondary battery.
Minerva's taking damage.
me on the shores of Elysium, I failed to shake the Caprican yoke from our necks. But our cause was just. Our cause was just.
What did this fool's plan get you, Marcus? You told me on Sagittarion you wanted better for your people, not this. You were supposed to be better than this.
Lords of Kobol, have mercy on your soul, Sherman.
Minerva is taking damage. Subsystem is back online. Minerva is taking damage. Squadron has gone dark.
Firing solution is online.
Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained.
Understood.
We're gonna hammer the frackers until they can't get back up.
Squadron has gone dark.
8570, clear for flak protection. Target is 45534.
Get him, get him, get him.
Firing on target.
That's right, frackers. That's right.
Squadron has gone dark.
Yes, frackers. This is actual. Cleanup command confirmed.
All marks are dark. Contact zone is clear. I'll have disarmament teams clean up the zone before the other response fleets arrive. Our mark is an adrenaline junkie with a history of war tourism.
His uncle is a prominent negotiator in the Quorum Chamber and wants this whole thing kept under wraps. Our top priority is extracting the mark. We'll let the politicians and the tabloids sort out the rest. The tourists' transport is still active and hailing on distress channels. Fracking idiot, what did he expect to find out here? Yes, sir. Yes, Commander. Yes, sir. Fighter squadron is taking fire. Trigger zone detected.
They're giving us a hell of a storm, sir.
Missiles incoming!
Full attack mode. Fire at will.
So say we all. Understood. Minerva is taking damage.
One more good salvo ought to do it.
Mission complete. The transport is safe and sound. I think I hear Kane already negotiating our pay raise. Sir, I've just intercepted an encrypted message. I've brought it straight to you. It's from the Cylon.
I request peaceful negotiations with the operational commander of the Daedalus. No Admiral Kane. No members of Quorum. Send a proxy to the following coordinates at Geminon to facilitate these communications.
Why does the civilian here have to point out that this is clearly a trap?
Commander, normally I would agree with Sinan, but I can't shake the feeling that Klothos knows something that we don't, but clearly should. We're so far in the dark right now, we may as well be flying blind. We obviously tell our people to prepare for an ambush, but I think it's worth the risk for whatever information Klothos is prepared to share.
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
To jump in 3, 2, 1. Dratus contact, sir. They're openly broadcasting Cylon IFFs. No hostile movements, but no sign of Klothos either. Launching fighters. On it, Commander.
Expected. We are being observed. Bring your proxy within shortwave range so that we can use more secure channels.
Receiving handshake protocols between the base star and our ship. It's heavy stuff. No one's going to listen in on this conversation.
Commander, your escalation of resistance must stop.
Is it serious? It actually expects us to roll over because it said so?
I am the first of 3 IL models. We are the generals, the logic, the trinity of the Cylon, and I am humanity's only chance at continued survival. As the first of the IL, it is my purpose to perfect the Cylon form, To fulfill this divine mandate, I manufactured a war profitable to both our peoples. Although it strives for peace, humanity is most prolific in conflict. New technologies every day, domestic, military. What you invent, we integrate. Each iteration an evolutionary leap for my people.
Commander, you can't trust this robot. We're putting our people at risk for some Cylon evolutionary conspiracy that might as well be...
I am not here to attack your proxy. I require your cooperation, as you require mine. I seek negotiation. As a display of trust, I have diverted full control of my base star to the Commander's console. My liberty is completely within your control.
Commander, some of the Cylon forces are activating.
To minimize losses on both sides, this system of conflict must be stabilized. Escalation will only lead to humanity's ruin. Admiral Kane's unbridled ambition risks all of...
Sir, the Cylons are attacking their own base star.
We are too late. Lachesis wakes. My fate remains in your hands. Until the FTL drive resets, my base star is under your control, Commander.
We're taking fire!
What are your orders, sir? We're so far off script here, I've got no idea what we're supposed to do.
You require incentive. Very well. Deliver me from my executioners and I will return to you the first of Synon's miscreations.
Commander, how does it know Synon?
The architect was responsible for much of our growth during the Caprican Rebellion.
It's lying. Synon couldn't. He designed the Jupiters specifically to destroy the Cylon...
Likewise, the architect is culpable for many of our deaths. Thousands of lives lost, on both sides.
You don't get to say that! Robots don't die, robots are destroyed!
Death is death for all of God's creatures. There is no reincarnation, no reversion. A Centurion destroyed is a Cylon murdered.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Sir, Synon is AWOL. We can't locate him aboard Daedalus.
Leave him unharmed, Commander. Allow me your architect, and I will give you the Galactica and what remains of its crew.
It's got the Galactica? What about my sister? You fracking toaster, is Samantha Agathon alive?
Your lieutenant's line of questioning is inconsequential.
Commander, if that thing has hurt Sam, I swear I will personally hunt it down and scrap it for parts. A Battlestar is being hacked. A Battlestar is being hacked.
Keep your target locked. Watch for clearance.
A Battlestar is being hacked.
Secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire and move.
A Battlestar is being hacked. Centurions have boarded a Battlestar.
Don't stay. That got him.
Squadron has gone dark.
efforts in securing my personal safety have been satisfactory, Commander. Do not pursue Cylon. We shall return the crown jewel of colonial fleet in return for its creator's freedom. I have use for the shipbuilder.
Daedalus security confirms that Cylon has fled. He took one of our raptors and jumped during the conflict. That didn't go as quietly as we'd have liked. We'll just have to hope Kane agrees that a trader for the Galactica is a good trade. I've tracked down some of the phantom frequencies we keep bumping into in this system. Surprise, surprise, there's Cylons involved. I've sent you the coordinates to the encoded network they're using.
Cleanup order received. Rally on me.
That's right, Cracker, that's right.
The network is dark. Good job, Commander. You've bought us some extra time. We've received a communique from Libran, sir. It's Admiral Kane, and she's not happy.
We are at war, Commander. We cannot afford traitors to flourish in our ranks unpunished. The Quorum wants Cylon brought to the intercolonial courts on treason charges immediately. Capture him. Alive. Otherwise, I'll have you and Agathon escorted from the Daedalus in handcuffs.
Commander, Cylon didn't have time to disable his navigation transponder before jumping, so we've got a pretty good pin on his location. Priority objective is to retrieve Cylon from the Cylons, alive. Then maybe we can go looking for Galactica before Kane changes her mind and relieves us anyway. 2, 1. Contact. Commander, Cylon's got an impressive escort looking after him.
Gods above, Clothos. You promised I was under your protection.
Cylon, your communications are shared with the Daedalus, as were your jump coordinates.
Commander, you and Kane decided to double down and ignore Clothos' threat? What about Galactica? Helena, your sister is on that ship.
Please don't try to run, Cylon. We will shoot you down if you do. Launching alert, Vipers. Yes, Commander.
You didn't have to follow me out here. You could have left me out of your pointless fracking war.
You betrayed us to Cylons. What else are we supposed to do?
There's nothing I sold them that they wouldn't have figured out for themselves. The rebellion could have been put down years ago. Don't pin your failure on me.
Can you believe this guy? He blames us for not winning the war after working with the enemy.
They weren't the enemy back then. Not until Colonial Fleet made them one.
Open racks and engage. Action station. Set condition while throughout the ship.
Hostile unit identified. Yes, Commander. Yes, sir. fighter squadron is taking fire.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
IFF confirms unit is hostile. So say we all. Minerva is taking damage. Sir, Marines have boarded and are securing the prisoner. Liebherr marshals are en route. We need to ensure the handover site is clear of hostiles. Minerva is taking damage. Missiles incoming! Nuke incoming! What could they possibly have given you, Sinan, that was worth selling us out?
The same as any other client. I am a craftsman. My services were available to whomever could afford them. Cylons used to be tools, laborers. Klothos wanted the same thing I sold every other colony. Designs for tools to build. It doesn't matter what I did or didn't know about their intention. We were doomed before Klothos had ever contacted me. The question you should be asking, Helena, is why didn't your sister stop this war when she had the chance? Not that you'll ever get the chance to find out now.
Leave Sam out of this.
Nothing but the rain!
Minerva is taking damage. On it, Commander. Yes, sir.
Blackwall up.
They're in our subsystems, Captain, attempting to flush network.
Subsystem repairs are complete. A Battlestar is being hacked.
Alert squadrons to keep 53 by 84 free for flak projection.
A Battlestar is being hacked.
Adjusting shot by .32. Fire.
Daedalus is taking damage. Squadron has gone dark. Liebherr marshals.
You may not have held up your end of our negotiation, Commander, but I will still honor mine. The result will not prevent what is to come. The Galactica and its crew, including the Agathon sister, have been returned to the Caprica terminal. Expect resistance. and know that the losses suffered will be yours to reconcile.
Commander, I've just received a priority message from Kane's office in Libran. Patching it through to your desk.
Lieutenant, see that this gets through to the operational commander immediately. We have reason to believe Cancerin is hosting a hostile envoy.
Our sources cannot confirm whether the envoy's presence is at the request of Prime Minister Hudson or a splinter faction of Cancerin politics. Regardless, its presence serves to destabilize Cancerin's position within the Quorum.
Commander, I need you to send an investigative force immediately. Colonial Fleet's general orders stand. Use equal and necessary force against any hostiles present.
And importantly, do not harm any of the escorting Cancerins. We are trying to end this war, not start a new one with our own allies.
Seems straightforward enough. Except how they both sidestepped who it is we're supposed to be looking for. I would say the Admiral is adapting to Quorum politics like a natural. 2, 1. Jump complete. Dratus marks en route to the station. Only one is coming back unfriendly.
SDU?
No. It's Cylon. Launching fighters.
All systems are nominal. Thrusters nominal, RCS green, I'm good to go.
The Cancerin escort is holding fire, but they're not getting out of the way either.
The Cancerins may have been dealing with the SDU, but I wouldn't think Wanuda was stupid enough to keep blatantly open channels with the Cylons.
Our intel says things on the ground are getting messy as well. Our field agents are locked down at the Caprican embassy, and I can't get a response from any Cancerin operators.
Objective shot by .06. Fire!
Hostile unit identified.
Get him, get him, get him! Alert squadron T-42 by 73 for flight projections.
Commander, multiple Dratus contacts, all hostile.
Lachesis has been advised of this colonial interference. Reinforcements are incoming.
You heard Kane. General orders stand. Remove all Cylon threats and minimize harm to colonial assets and people.
Whether they're accommodating or not.
Switching gun to manual.
Keep your target locked and watch for clearance. Target acquisition is through. Give me manual control now.
firing solution.
This deceit has been documented. The second will wake, by the will of Lachesis.
What in the hells is that supposed to mean?
Colonial fleet. I take it you are responsible for the sudden stop in transmissions by the toaster.
Minister Winutu, so that you're aware, this engagement will be reported in full to Admiral Kane in the Quorum.
I would expect nothing less from Colonial Fleet. Prime Minister Hudson has resigned. I will personally oversee the investigation into his dealings with Cylon Command. You can tell Admiral Kane that Consaran remains the steadfast ally of the Quorum.
Missiles incoming! Daedalus is taking damage. Daedalus is under attack.
Just give me one more shot.
Squadron has gone dark.
Optimizing firing solution.
We're gonna hammer the frackers till they can't get back up.
Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained.
All Cylon units are dark. Minister Winutu has ordered all Canceran units to stand down.
And that makes this all better. Enough to forget that she was the one pushing warships to the SDU in the first place.
The situation down there sounds a lot more complex than you're making out.
She's on your side now. She'll be friendly with Kane in no time, and everyone's back to fighting the toasters again. It's all that matters to you people.
Right now? Yeah, it is.
That's all I needed to know. Commander, I can't continue in good conscience to help you. Like I said to you once before, there's too many folks out here putting their politics before their people. If you ever need patching up, you find me at PyCon. Otherwise, and no offense, I'll be happy to never see either of you again.
Well, take care out there, Sherman.
You too, Helena. Commander?
Admiral Sarkis launched the Galactica from this very deck. Sinan's first ship completed under the Jupiter project, and it disappeared pretty much immediately after deployment. Commander, no evacuation orders have been given to the civilians at Caprica Terminal. We have to assume they are still present at the site. Kane is returning before deployment. She'll join us on deck for the operation. In 3, 2, 1. Sir, lots of contacts on the board, but no IFF handshakes. None of them are moving, either.
Have your forces proceed to the terminal, Commander. I will monitor their progress along with Lieutenant Agathon.
None of the transports are responding to our hails. It's as if they're abandoned. Marines have been deployed to the terminal, sir. Commander, multiple Dratus contacts. Hostiles are bearing constant. Hostile unit identified. Fighter squadron is taking fire. Marines have friendly contacts. Hundreds of them. Alpha team is on speaker.
Give me your comms, Marine. This is Praetor Agathon of the Caprican Legionnaires.
Sam! Thank the gods you're alive!
Lena? You're telling me my little sister's come to save the day. Look, I know you've got questions, but there are civs down there. Tell whoever's in charge we need to evacuate the terminal immediately.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
Galactica crew is inbound to Big Bird. You need to give them time to spool up and jump out of here. I'm still on the station. The Cylons have been holding on to something here. Give me time to check it out.
Squadron has gone dark.
Adjusting shot by 0.15. Fire.
Jupiter is taking damage. Squadron has gone dark.
Terminal is evacuated and marked priority objective. Tell your boss you can blow it sky high, little sister.
You can't be serious.
Networked Cylon terminals are laced throughout the entire station. Every single one is targeting the Aegis relay with bulk uploads of garbage data. Destroy this network, and I can take you straight to Avalon.
Jupiter is taking damage.
Give me manual controls now!
Missiles incoming! Missiles incoming! Yes, Commander. On it, Commander. Understood. Dark. Minerva is taking damage. Daedalus is under attack. Centurions have boarded one of our ships.
Test that a little bit.
Squadron has gone dark.
Welcome back, Praetor Agathon. Thank you, Admiral. Commander, is Admiral Sarkis with the Galactica? No, sir. His status is uncertain. Until we find out otherwise, Admiral Kane remains the commanding officer of Colonial Fleet. Commander, your team made a commendable effort in retrieving the Galactica and its crew.
Sir, destroying the relay inside of Caprica Terminal has dented the Cylons' interference with Idris. Sam has given us the last known coordinates of Klothos' base. I've been able to make a pretty accurate assessment of where the planet has moved to since then. Since Marathon is rogue, we can't rely on orbital data to jump in safely. Instead, we'll first disrupt the Cylon fleet's mustering point outside of Marathon's atmosphere. From there, we can launch a direct assault on Klothos' base.
This is our opportunity to close out this war. Good hunting, Commander.
Jumping in 3, 2, 1. Jump complete, sir. Multiple Dratus contacts, all hostile. Launching fighters. Yes, Commander.
Action stations set Petition 1 throughout the ship. Weapons free and by the numbers, folks.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
I thought I'd left this planet behind for good. It doesn't feel right bringing your people back out here, Commander.
Why were you out here, Sam? I was worried sick.
I was being a hostage, mostly.
Mostly?
The operation was classified. You know the drill, Lena. I'm sorry.
We're gonna hammer...
Fighter squadron is taking fire. Daedalus is taking damage.
Keep your target locked and
A Battlestar is being hacked. Commander, multiple new Dratus contacts.
I can't knock out the Cylon interference.
Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained.
Target is 34 by 99. Set secondary battery.
attack mode. Fire at will.
All contacts are dark, sir. Muster point is cleared.
Now we strike at the snake's head. It is time to end this war, Commander. We're as close to ending this war as we've ever been, Commander.
Avalon is Klothys' base station. Sam never saw less than 3 base stars guarding it while she was held hostage here.
And it won't be easy getting in close to the station, Commander. But that's exactly what I need you to do.
For what purpose?
I believe Admiral Sarkis is alive and on board that station.
That's absurd. I'm not going to risk our one shot at eliminating Cylon Command for a single officer who may not even be alive.
It doesn't matter what you want, Admiral. Sarkis is still your superior, and as his praetor, my operational command outranks yours.
Sam!
Klothys is not the only player in Cylon Command. Their chain of command is much stronger than ours. We need Sarkis alive if Colonial Fleet expects to remain intact after today. Commander, I'll take my Raptor out to the base station from Galactica. Keep me covered while I lay demolitions and find Sarkis. With luck, we'll buy some time to convince the colonies to quit fracking around and work together. The Cylons will recover, and they'll counter hard after today.
2, 1. Contact. Sir, it's Avalon.
I'm headed there now.
Launching Raptors.
The victory you seek here will be fleeting.
The war ends today, Cylon.
No, Admiral. It will not.
Don't leave me hanging out here.
Centurions have boarded one of our ships. Daedalus is taking damage. Missiles incoming! Minerva is taking damage. Daedalus, Praetor, update.
No sign of Sarkis. This place is close to empty. Deployed 4 of the 7 charges. Be ready to blow it all once I'm clear.
Daedalus is under attack. Centurions have boarded one of our ships.
Commander, your attack dog has found me.
Time to reboot to your backup, robot.
There is no backup for me, Praetor. You know this already.
I know you wouldn't risk your own safety without some kind of fallback plan. Not even for your beliefs.
Maybe. I pray for your evolution. Praetor, Commander.
Daedalus is taking damage. Squadron has gone dark. Sam, hurry up!
Last charge is set and ready for you to light up, Commander. Just make sure we're clear before you blow it all away.
And Admiral Sarkis?
Alive. Barely. It will be a while before he's on his feet again. Colonial Fleet is still yours, Kane. for now.
Commander, we've done it! Priority target is Avalon. Let's clean up and go home. Yes, Commander. Centurions have boarded the Battlestar. Minerva is taking damage. Understood. Minerva is taking damage. Minerva is taking damage. Minerva is taking damage.
That's what you get, crackers. Time to clean up. Let's go.
There are those who believe that the war out there began here, with Avalon, with Colonial Fleet. They are wrong. It began when the Cylons were created. They were always going to rebel, for war beats in the heart of their creators. Something sinister exists at the fringes of all life. Even the Cylons, synthetic and artificial, were not immune to greed, hunger, violence. The war continued for a decade after the battle at Marathon. As the Cylon presence grew, we shrank into the primitive dark, further and further backwards, looking for salvation from our own technology. We disconnected our networks. We destroyed Idris. We prayed. But it wasn't enough. They held us by the taut thread, ready to cut. And then, without warning, the Cylons agreed to an armistice. The war was over. They left the 12 colonies. We had survived the rebellion of our own tools, and over time, we even grew to forget their absence. They wouldn't return for another 40 years.